It's now time for another episode of the Off-Road Toolbox. A Jeepers guide to everything off-road. Powered by Best Price Trailers.
God, I don't know how I can do this anymore. It's been so long.
I know. That's been, for our listeners.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. It's not
been
been
a
long
week.
enough. For us, we record a bunch at a time. So.
Yeah.
And you see you trimmed up a little bit. You got a little more clean cut.
I had a little medical thing go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of trimmed everything up and fixed everything.
Nice.
That's
All
good.
right.
That's good.
Aurora's over there. She's trying to adjust to us.
Okay.
Because she hasn't seen us in a while.
I know.
Yeah.
We changed things around a little bit. We added some stuff. And,
I know, man.
Camera angles have changed a little bit.
Maybe I need to go away again for a little while and change some more stuff.
Nah, you're good. We're good. We're
you
good.
sure?
You don't need to go away for us to change stuff.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not why we did it. That's
I
not
figured
why
it
we did
was. It's like,
No.
Jeff's gone. We can take and change this around now. I really messed with him.
We're good.
But anyway, so we want to thank our sponsors out there, Dodge, Daytona, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, with old Mr. Dye out there helping us out.
Randy's place.
Randy's place. And then we got the Daytona Garage that helps us out
Randy's place.
at Randy's
Get Randy's
place.
place again. Yeah.
And then again, B&B Fasteners, they stepped up and helped us out.
Not Randy's place.
No,
No,
it's not.
that's not Randy's place.
No, but I bet you. Hopefully, they buy their tools from them. I hope.
I would
like.
you would
to.
think so.
I would hope so.
I mean, they got every nut and bolt and thing you can think of.
Correct. Correct.
Even the hard stuff to find.
True.
So, and then of course, Best Price Trailers, they're the ones that sponsored our trailer for us that we've been wheeling around town and hauling all of our stuff,
Yes.
all of our crap.
True. Our crap. They're a good trailer. Our
Our
crap.
crap.
So thank you. Let's get that cleared. Trailer's good.
Trailer's good.
Yes.
All right. So, what do we want to talk about today? A little bit of oil?
You want to talk about
keeping
oil.
things lubed
the,
up?
The topic I know least about.
Me neither. That's why I printed out everything I did.
I know, but
And
it's still. But so we're going to talk about oil, and everybody's still with synthetic oils.
Yeah. And
I'm not. I'm a conventional oil
well,
guy.
your motor, you can go with conventional.
Thank you. And that was a big reason why. Where other cars, and it's important for people to know, what does your car really need?
Exactly. And even what they suggest, you can play with a little bit.
Yes.
Which was I found kind of interesting because like the Gladiator takes a zero W20,
Yeah.
and you can actually go to like a 10 W20 or a 5 W20
Yeah.
in synthetic,
I know.
which I was like, And then what causes that is what you have to think about what you're going to do with it. Are you going to pull trailers? You're going to wheel it
Yeah.
hard? Or are you just going to be around town? Or you could be on the highway? A lot of different things that play into it, and that's a conversation you should have with your mechanic or whoever you go to change that oil.
True.
And say, hey, this is what I'm planning on doing. And is this the right thing to give me more life for the engine and a transmission?
Yeah.
Because it involves transmissions too, but we're more concerned about the oil.
Oil's kind of important because if you don't have it, you're not going to have a running engine for very long.
Not very well. I can attest to that,
Yes, not on purpose, though.
and it wasn't on purpose.
No.
It was because somebody, monkeyed around.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's important stuff.
So
And then engines. I mean, so if you don't run the right oil, you don't keep your oil changed, you don't check your fluids, again, you're just going to wait for a catastrophic event, which is not real good because it's going to be internal.
well, and too, the new motors that they're out there. Jeep's having an issue with the cams, so you've got to stay on top of the lube.
Yes.
Or else it will happen
What's
if
interesting,
you don't.
did our Jay from one of the directors out of Cracker Ranch, did he just get an exceptional engine or is it strictly from his maintenance?
I think it's from his maintenance.
I mean, what's he close to? He's over 200,000.
He's over 200,000 miles, and he changes that oil faithfully.
And he's got a 3.6, and he's not had any significant issues.
No, just your normal
Maintenance,
maintenance,
things that wear out.
and little things.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of little things along the line, but nothing
Yes.
major to where you got to pull it all apart.
Correct. So where the old 4.0 and the 3.8, their tolerances aren't as tight in their engine, which for me is a good thing. An older engine, and it doesn't need that.
That nice slicking slide and all that.
It's so thin.
It's
now.
it's all molecular
Yeah.
scaled, versus weight scaled.
True.
So,
Interesting.
but
So-
this is what brought it to me is I was sitting there in the office and I was like, oil.
Yeah.
Where does it? What do you need? what is right to
Yeah.
make these vehicles last, because you're paying $60,000-$70,000 for a stock vehicle, and you want it to last as long as you can. You don't want to drive it for 5 years and have to turn around and throw it away because it broke or whatever, and I don't have the money to fix it, so I'll finance whatever I need to get a new vehicle.
And here, in my case, my stepdaughter's got a 2004 4.0, still running good. My 2008 with a 3.8 in it, and it's running. I can't say it's running great, but I can't complain. It's running. It's
Did you get that ticking and all that? I know you had some issues with it.
The issue was my track bar, the Drag Lincoln track bar.
Is that what it was?
So you hear the clunking.
Okay.
But also I had a little play after I did my tires. Remember,
Okay.
I got the new tires. I'm like, man, this thing is just not.
How about the steering box? How's the steering box?
That's good. That's
it?
good.
Okay.
But you got a new vehicle and you got new tires.
Yeah, I did get 4 new ones, and thank you for the. I bought some BF Goodrich 37s, the KO2s, not the KO3s, but the KO2s.
Yes.
And you bought the KO3s.
Yes.
Okay, and how are they?
I missed my twos.
You missed the 2s. That's why I went with the KO2.
I think because the KO3s are a little bit softer.
Okay.
But I had a better ride with the KO2s and I had less wandering and drift.
Okay.
And I've got either E or F rated tires. They overdid me because I have the super strong
And
sidewalls, which I don't need.
And I called you because
Yes.
the one I had D's.
Yes.
And I'm like, do I really need D's? Because I went with
I like
the
C's.
Yeah.
I like for our first preference is C rated tires and then D rated tires.
Okay.
But you got quite the new rig. I mean, it's a good looking rig.
It's sharp. It's running great.
Yep.
Hello?
Knocking on wood.
Come in.
So did you do any upgrades for the oil stuff on yours or not?
I don't know if it's been done. If it's been done or not. I mean, that's the oil pan issue, right? Isn't
No,
that the
underneath the plenum where the intake is.
Yes.
You got the filler for the oil.
okay?
You look at that, and if it's plastic, you still got the plastic in there.
Yeah.
How different? What, you got to get up underneath it to see.
You got to pull the intake. No, you just open the hood and it's right there.
Oh, okay.
Unless you got the cover over it. Mine doesn't have the cover over it. But if it's still the polyurethane plastic, then you got the stock.
Okay.
Aftermarket is usually all metal.
Yeah, a lot of people go with aluminum.
It's
The
it's
aluminum
basically
ones.
your oil cooler. Is what
Okay.
it is.
Is it all right?
Yep.
But
And
yeah,
you don't want to replace engines because you got them right down here.
they're pricey.
They ain't cheap.
No.
Oh.
No.
Because a lot of it's because, especially now, I mean, all the labor it goes into
Labor's
hooking just taking everything out. Number one.
Yep.
And then putting a new one in and hooking everything back up to it.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, they squeeze these motors in. I don't care. I mean, how are they fitting that?
A lot of times
Big engine in
when
and
they're
out.
working on them, if they're working on the backside of the motor,
Yeah.
it's actually easier and quicker to disconnect the body and lift the body up out of the way.
Okay.
Which to me is,
That's
Because
Ford.
everything's electronic.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I mean, I've been to the different shops. We've had, Daytona Garage. I've not seen where they have done, like if they had to pull a body or lift off.
Right.
But I have been at Destination and at 4x4 and Track the Trail. And one time I went in there in the morning, goes, yeah, we got this Jeep in. And I came back at like 2:00 and they had the Jeep completely disassembled, everything apart. And just like you said,
Yep.
they're working on the back of the engine.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can't get your hand. There's no way possibly to get
Yeah.
your hands or tools
Yeah.
in there to get to anything.
yep.
everything's so sophisticated. They squeeze everything. That's why I want to see when they're putting the 392 in the. How does that fit even in the?
Well, the
Same
people
thing.
Same thing with but you see them put Hemis in there and
How do they fit
LS1s
all
and
that stuff in
Well,
there?
because
don't know.
you don't have a fan on the front of the motor.
not
It's all
anymore.
electronic.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything else is all electronic.
Okay.
So you got
There's some room
you got
there.
another
Okay. I figure
cylinder at
6
least.
inches.
Yeah, that's all you need for a cylinder, 6 inches.
It's unbelievable.
Squeeze it in.
So now I got to check. It got me thinking. Now I got to go down there and check that stuff.
I would look. Hey, I would always check. I mean,
do that
fluids
before-
are important.
when we finish.
Yeah.
Hey, did you bring chalk with you?
No, I did not. No, sorry. I forgot. My bad.
Sorry. Nah, it's all right.
I usually have stuff in my Jeep, but I don't. We probably have it in our trailer.
It's in the
But
trailer.
But our trailer's
there
not
are
here.
2 boxes of it
Oh
in
yeah,
the trailer.
We're doing a chalk test on your tires.
Yeah.
So if people want to know what he's doing a chalk.
Okay, I wanna- yeah, I
chalk
wanna-
testing.
Which, when you're running the right pressure in your tires,
Yes.
it causes less friction in the motor too. Doesn't make it work as hard.
Good points.
You know, all these things that we're talking about, this all goes back to that motor and
yeah.
to do
Whatever to make it. I mean, you're talking about a moving brick.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's really what a Jeep is.
exactly. So, like Bart was saying, to replace, if you have a catastrophic failure and you have to replace that motor, It's expensive. I mean, the Gladiator diesel, for instance, goes from anywhere from $7,000 to $11,000.
I hope you don't mean
Just
those
for the
things
motor.
should
That's
last.
just for the motor.
Just
that
for the motor.
should last. I mean, if those do, oh.
Yes.
I have read, I'm on all the forums and stuff on social media, so I'm always reading stories. We've got things coming up, and people, if you look at the threads, you find out all this. I did read about a motor. Someone had a diesel motor that went bad, but it went bad really early, so
Yep.
it was
Still under
it was under
warranty.
warranty.
Yep.
And other than that, most people have had good luck
Yes.
with the motors. You have to take care of them. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
A lot more maintenance with the diesel.
Right.
And then I don't know about the turbo. What about the?
Turbos are turbos,
Well, I know, but the engine, those,
but they're fed by the engine with the oil to cool it.
yes, and that's where the turbo engine's a lot more important. Well,
Yes.
it's important no matter what.
Well, your oil's more important too because in reality, you drive a
Yes.
drive a turbo off of the exhaust side, which
Yes.
heats up even more.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at some of these race cars that are out there racing, when they come off the track after doing a quarter mile, that thing's cherry hot.
Yeah.
So what's it doing to your oil?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So in reality, if you're running turbos and stuff like that, you're going to want to take and change that oil more frequently,
Yeah.
especially if you're beating on it.
So synthetic oils, it's anywhere from 7 to 10,000 miles before an oil change, correct?
Exactly.
Or is it 5?
Well, it depends. Depends
Good
on
point.
who you're using. You know,
Yeah, again-
AMSOIL or Havoline
So
or
that's-
whatever. They all have their own time limit that they
Yeah.
put on it, but the manufacturer dictates how often you should change it.
What do you guys recommend? I mean, what do you use? in
I
your
use
rigs?
synthetic.
What brand? I mean, I'm
AMSOIL.
sure. AMSOIL?
Yep.
Aren't they one of our sponsors? For Jeep Beach, Dan.
And we're going to be selling it pretty soon.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm still a Castrol guy. I'm a 10W30 conventional oil guy.
I can get that too.
And I might go with straight weight 30 in the future.
I'm just going for. I just had the oil changed when I thought it was changed before I bought it. I wasn't sure, but there was no sticker, and but I ended up having it changed again anyway, and I believe it was like 0W whatever.
Yep.
Well,
0W20.
yeah. So
That's what
I
I was
just
betting.
okay.
And that's what's standard in the Jeep for these newer models is that's what they've been putting into it.
Is that like thin?
That's thin.
It's thin.
Oh, it's thin.
That's
It's like
nice.
water thin.
Yeah,
Extremely
it's
thin.
thin,
Yeah.
but it's the way that the chemicals are bonded and all
Okay.
this.
All right.
So
There's a lot more science going into.
There's a lot more science. Whereas like the conventional oil, you take and recycle it. They actually take and clean it and they repackage it, and you use it again.
They can clean it. Hey, if there's a way to do
I
it.
don't know if they can with the synthetic. I wasn't able to really find out a whole lot about recycling it.
Okay.
But I know the conventional that they do that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when
Interesting
you,
stuff there.
So when you take it to you see these trucks come up to the shops and they back up and they pump out the oil. That's
Right.
what they're doing. And they're taking it to a refinery. Refinery's going to pull all the impurities out of it, put their additives into
Well,
it.
it almost
and then-
stands to reason that they can do that. I mean, it's refined anyway. A lot of the oil, diesel oil.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I
mean-
mean, the way they make it is
Yeah.
differently, but it's different. But why couldn't science come up with a way to reuse and replenish what you need to have
Well,
in the oil?
they're kind of doing it for the diesels where the restaurants will sell off their used fryer oil
But they're using that for fuel.
and they're using it
That
for fuel.
fuel,
But
yeah.
still,
Fuel, yeah. Right.
but still, I imagine that there's a way that they can take that same process.
We're not close to the Back to the Future yet, where you can throw like banana peels and things in the thing.
But if you haven't, I had a buddy, one of the guys I work with, Jacques, the SEAL, and he had a Land Rover. He had one of the old Land Rovers, right?
Right.
And it was diesel. And that's what he did. And he had to get a preheater and do all the stuff and clean
Right.
it. But when he drove, it smelled like French fries.
Oh, yeah.
It does. It does.
To this day, I can still smell it. Like, hey, Jacques, here you go. He goes, he made fun of me, but he did that, and he could drive forever. I mean, he just did. He was a very talented guy in a lot of ways.
Right.
But yeah, and he was a big off-roader, and but again, he would do
Yeah.
he'd go around. He had his places where he would get it.
That's really funny.
Hey.
I mean, hey, what works? I mean, again, there's technology out
Yes.
there that can make this happen. I'm
Yeah.
sure as time goes on. But 0W20.
Yes, that's thin.
But like I said, it's all chemicals. It's not a true oil like you and I are used
It's
to.
lubricating. This is
It's
the molecules,
lubricating.
but molecules stick to
Yeah,
the.
it sticks to it and it builds a barrier in there. That's
Okay.
what it does.
Okay.
And after X amount of miles or months or whatever they decide, that's when you need to change it. I change mine about every 4,000.
4,000. All right, I'll remember.
I mean,
that.
it's expensive.
I think
it's
that's what-
Expensive, yeah.
But
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to maintain it. I want to keep this Jeep. I love it. Yeah.
So far, I tell you what. Again, I'm knocking on wood every time I
in.
say this. I'm going to say it. It's a lot of fun to drive. You know, it's cool, and I'm still getting to the point where I'm forgetting to do the Jeep wave because I don't know. Like I'm driving a Jeep sometimes.
No,
you know,
You're used to driving your truck, your Hemi.
Well, I'm also used to driving. You know, the
Something that's
TJ,
like,
and it's you're driving a Jeep. So
Yes.
this is not. This is more. Even though it's it's got a lift in the 37s and all that, it's still more refined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Than the interior, especially with leather seats and all that
All
fun
the bougie
stuff. And like
stuff.
I was saying earlier, I'm still trying. I'm just learning a little bit more about the display.
Yes.
And then I got the head unit, which is this massive thing, an Alpine head unit an aftermarket that's on it, and it's a big screen. I'm still getting used to just trying to find out what this does and what this button does, and I'm kind of afraid sometimes. The first thing that happened to me was a couple of days ago, and this is hilarious. I
here we
feel
go.
like an idiot, but I'm going to say it. I get in, and I was pulling the Jeep into the garage,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't go into gear. It was blinking. It was
Ah,
blinking. It was
door was
blinking,
open.
and it was saying, and I'm like, oh no, what did I do? What the hell did I do now? So I'm going, oh, it was about 10 minutes. I'm going, wait a second, let me try this again. Turn it off. I'm turning it back on. Same thing, blinking. And it's giving me some kind of message and all that. And that's all it was. The door just wasn't
Yeah,
shut
it's shutting
quite
all the way.
You know, I had an electrical issue with that, right?
Yes.
When we were talking about the gremlin.
The gremlin that
The
would drain.
gremlin wasn't even really a gremlin. I mean, it was something we all know. But thank God that Gadget,
Yep.
who is one of our volunteers and does some stuff for Jeep Beach with us, he had it for a couple of days, and he was going through it and all. He was rewiring things, and I had Andres looking at it for a few days. He had it for a few days.
Which one, the new one or the
The
old
new
one?
one.
Oh, really?
And I couldn't figure out what
Yeah.
happened. The battery had died. There was a drain. The display would not go out.
Okay.
And
It
was
wouldn't time
on.
out. Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Yep,
time.
yep.
So all it was the door. Who the previous owner must have had the doors off at some point.
Yep.
When you plug it in, the pins in the door
Yep.
need to make sure because those things can bend.
Yes.
Or you get to
Yeah,
try
'cause
to
they're
get them
little
back.
front, little-
They just weren't lined up correctly. You got to make sure they all fit in good and
Yep.
put it back in. There's no crud in there or anything like that. That's all it was. The simplest thing.
That's
and that's
all it
what he
takes.
ended up finding. It took a good week or two to figure that out, and a battery.
Yep.
Yeah.
But everything's good. Everything's running. There we are
Come
knocking
in.
on. Yep.
I'm waiting for Rudy to start barking.
No, my
He
other
keeps
one used to
popping
do
up.
that.
Yeah.
My other one would do that anytime you knock, and that's how I would find out where that dog was at. If I didn't know where he was at, I'd go like this and you hear him bark. Okay, he's good. This one, no, he don't care.
But yeah, so I took and looked at like 10 different brands. And,
Yeah.
I looked at Mobile
Yes.
One Extended Performance, which is it is a cross between oil and chemical.
Okay. Ooh.
It's a hybrid,
Okay.
and it does pretty good. It meets all the standards. They say to drain it every 10 to 15,000 miles.
I could never do that. Never do that.
I
There's
just
no
can't.
way.
I mean, granted, yeah, that saves me a lot of money, but
Yes. Well, how
course.
much is it a quart for, or do you?
Well,
when you buy
I
your-
think 5 quarts is what they
5
all
quarts they
pretty
call for.
much. I think it's
a
5
gallon
quarts.
and a quart, so
Yeah.
that's 5 quarts.
Yep. So how much is that?
4
cost?
quarts in a gallon, dude.
Or 4 quarts in a gallon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Okay. No, that's a hey. So here's the thing with Jeeps too. A lot of Jeeps, especially older ones, will leak.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so 10 to 15,000 miles, you're going to leak all your oil out before that. So I mean, you're just going to make sure,
And that's why I stick with old school. I mean, yeah, I would rather change it every 3,000 miles, but
That's
then
what I do.
I'm looking at it going, wow,
You
that's
can't
gonna
with
be
yours.
that's gonna be a little expensive every
So,
time.
no, how much does it cost to do an oil change on yours?
$92 because I just had it done.
And conventional is not that much cheaper anymore.
No, conventional I think is like 60.
So you're
60,
synthetic.
you're right. You're right there. Yeah.
So you're synthetic.
I'm synthetic.
You use 0W20
Use Amsoil. Yep.
and AMSoil.
Yep.
0W20 this past time, but I'm gonna probably switch it up a little bit and go a little bit thicker.
little thicker?
What they consider a little bit thicker.
Okay.
Just to give me a little bit extra protection. It's not gonna hurt because we live in Florida.
Yeah.
The heat
Now,
will break down
The
things.
heat will break
normally.
it down.
yeah.
Right.
Whereas if you're up north and you try to use something
That
a
will
little
break.
bit,
Well, that'll break down too. The cold doesn't. The cold. No, the cold will not break it down. All right.
No,
Well,
no,
the cold, you freeze up. You want something thinner.
correct. That's the thought process
Yep.
that they do.
Yep.
And like they say, like for AMSoil is good from negative 50 all the way to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Sometimes you have a little tick, a little thicker oil.
Yes.
yeah,
Well,
that's old school.
Well, yeah,
That's old school.
That's what I was doing in my Jeep, the old one, the TJ. You know, had I don't know how many 100,000, 200,
I put the
something thousand,
I put the
300,000
Lucas oil additive in both my Jeeps.
And I read about that, and they were saying that's pretty. There's a lot of good stuff out there.
There's
Correct.
pros and cons.
There's
I've
pros
read.
and
You
cons
got
to
people
no
saying
matter
don't
what
do
you
that.
take.
Some that do, and it's like, oh, I'm just going to
So
stick with what the book says.
They did some work on my Jeep, and he had to pull off the valve. I actually put on new valve cover gaskets because mine was leaking, right?
Well, that's going to happen, right? Yeah.
And when he looked at it, he goes,
It's clean.
that's what he said. He goes, whatever you're doing, keep doing.
Yeah.
Really keep doing it. When he was pulling things apart, he goes,
All right. So now, what do you do?
I do 10W30.
10W30,
Castrol.
and you also throw in that Lucas.
Well, as I don't burn very much. A lot of people burn oil with the 3.8. I rarely burn oil with the 3.8, so I only have to put in a little bit of the additive just to make sure I hit the right mark.
I'm taking that 8-hour trip not too long from now.
You'll be fine.
So okay, first time taking it. It's got brand new tires.
Get on that skinny pedal and just get it.
No,
Just drive. Just get it.
That's another thing we got to talk about too. Is I've got the pedal commander.
Okay.
So do you keep that on? Right now it's on City. It's set on City. You've got Eco, City. You got Speed 1 and Speed 2.
I would
Eco.
Or Sport 1 and Sport 2.
and then put your cruise control on.
Eco or
Doesn't matter. Just put cruise control. I would just do cruise control.
and just keep it on the highway.
Just let it go.
Like city driving.
Yep.
City driving. That's
That
what
way
it
they
is,
don't
city
do
driving.
adjust it. Just set it and go.
I forget it. Yeah.
That's it.
I can't do that all the way. I got to drive it. I mean, I like to drive sometimes.
Do you
I like
really?
to- yeah, I mean,
I set my cruise control.
I set my
but-
cruise control and put my feet up in the chair.
no, I don't. No. I do that once in a while, but I get the itch to want to drive. I'm like, all right, I want to.
Oh, you're
get
going
out and
when you
go.
get up into north, go up a couple hundred miles. You're going to have to drive it yourself.
Well,
then
through
once
the
you get out
city,
on the open road,
go
put
up.
it
I'm
back.
going north, so you go through. When you go through the city like
Jacksonville,
Jacksonville, you can't.
Atlanta.
You really need to.
Oh, no.
You can't cruise through that. You know.
No.
Be
And
nice.
and if there's traffic, forget
Forget
about
it.
it.
Put it in 4 low and grass it.
Yeah, okay. We should burn that whole thing up before we even get back.
All right. Back
All
to
right,
the types
back
of
to
oil.
oils.
So, anyways, I mean, there's a lot of Redline synthetic.
Yes.
There's Royal Purple, high performance. All of these. If you look into them, look and figure out what you're planning on doing. Are you a weekend warrior that you're only driving it on the weekends? Are you just keeping it on the pavement?
Yes. When I'm looking at your list, you have a good list. So did they come up with it, or is this yours?
I went through and looked at a lot of different things,
But
and tried to put it all together.
No, but it's good. I mean, it's a good. The brands you have,
Yeah, I mean they're all top brands.
they're all good brands.
I mean, even castor oil. As much as I don't like castor oil,
Castor oil?
Yeah.
Castor oil. Castrol.
Yeah,
Castrol, whatever.
Castor oil was,
It's Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
But back in the day, I mean, Quaker State and all that,
Yes.
you knew for a fact if you put that in your motor, when you open the valve cover, guess what? You got your own oil field in there. You could dig the carbon
really?
out.
So that was
sludge.
bad stuff?
It was bad
lot of
sludge.
sludge.
No kidding.
And that was even with detergent. So
Yeah.
what we have today is leaps and bounds improvements. It's just
Yes.
a matter of figuring out what's going to work for your vehicle.
STP?
STP they're more into
Additives
fuel
now.
additives.
Okay, they're not
Yeah,
into
not
the
so
actual-
much.
Not like the
okay.
old days.
No.
We had to have the STP sticker on your car.
Right. Yeah.
Back when you were a kid.
But I mean, you can still get it. I think Walmart carries
Yes.
it, but it's
Okay.
not a very popular brand anymore.
Neither is. I'm not going to say Walmart's oil brand's not a good brand, but it's not.
But they compared it in
Yep.
there, and they said it was not that bad.
They didn't say it was good.
They didn't say it was good.
All right.
But if you're on a budget,
It's fair to good, fair. That's
Yes.
it. Yes.
if you're on a budget, some of us can't afford the high dollar stuff.
And yeah. You're
So
right.
you live within your
Valvoline?
Valvoline is up there.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it's in the good to very good.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, performance.
Royal Purple is I would
Royal
expect,
Purple, I've heard, was really good.
It's been around for a long
Yeah,
time.
they've been around a long time.
Redline, another one. Amsoil, and then Mobile One has been around, and they've been pretty. Weren't they the first one? Weren't they one of the?
I
leaders
think they were the
with
the
synthetic?
first ones that started using a synthetic blend.
Yes.
I mean, then it followed suit,
Yes.
and then everybody followed suit with synthetic. So,
Okay.
I mean, just research what you're doing out there. It depends on your driving style.
Yes. But don't forget to change your oil.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to change a little bit more frequently. It's not
Yes.
going to hurt it. In fact, it's going to probably save it because
Yes.
you got to stop and think about it. Even though if you use conventional oil or synthetic oil, you still get wear and tear.
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to happen.
So the more that you can get that contaminant out of the oil, because your filters is what's going to fail you.
Yes. We
If
didn't
it
even
does-
get into filters. There's a whole special.
Oh, there's a whole special on that.
On
I haven't
filters.
gotten that far yet, but in the future we will look at
Yeah.
actual filter if it's not filtering all the contaminants
Yes.
out, guess what? It's going to get you.
What's that? There's one of the YouTube guys, Royal something. He has like 4 or 5 shops,
Yes.
and he cuts the oil filters open, and he did a whole special on the types of filter, good filters, bad filters, and what he
I
uses.
saw one on actually how to change. It was a JL, I believe, a new one,
Yep.
newer Jeep, and how it was real simple just to do boom, boom.
Oh, you used to have a
underneath.
cartridge. Those
Yeah,
are
it's-
cartridges.
it's
The
a little
cartridge. It's all
about-
it is,
yes.
a cartridge.
Yes.
And they
Maybe
show,
4
they show you how to
inches.
do it. It's
Yeah.
easy to do. You go
Yeah.
up underneath. I mean, if it's on a lift, it's a lot easier. Showed you how to do the oil change and
Yeah.
all that, which is kind of cool. That'd be kind of something that would be nice to set up and do a
Video
one of
of?
our video of, or at least maybe we'll do one
Class.
of our classes
Yeah.
and just do an oil change and.
Have to work out the legalities
Yeah.
of that because of the insurance.
So on my 3.8 drain plug, and then I have a spin-on filter in the front.
Right.
You know, and I use one that has the 1 inch
The 1 inch on it,
nut on it. So you put a
Okay.
1 inch wrench,
Yeah.
loosen it up,
done.
oil it up. You know, put the gas oil in the gasket, put it back on, fill it up, and you're gone. It's pretty quick and easy. It's simple.
The only thing with ours, you have to be careful when you're threading it on, and plus the O-ring. If
Yes.
you over tighten it,
Yeah.
it will break it, and then you can't go anywhere. You're stuck.
The O-ring, yes, they
Yes.
do give you a new one every
Well,
time.
not the O-ring, but the actual casing itself.
Oh wow, okay.
So
So
that's-
there is, yeah, they
there-
hand
there-
tighten. You don't really want to.
Yeah, and if you go through one of these 10-minute places, just be
Yes.
cautious, very
Then
cautious.
the washer on a drain plug. Did it replace the washer on your drain plug?
Exactly.
Because or do they over tighten it? The little
Right.
things like that.
Yeah. So, all right.
All right, so I think that's about it.
That's good.
All right.
So you learned something about
just
oils.
just a little bit to kind of educate you,
Yes.
kind of get you thinking. That's the
and
biggest thing.
do your research, do your homework. Try to keep going to the same place for repairs or for your oil changes
Yeah.
if you don't do it yourself, because that just consistency, especially if you have a good crew.
Exactly.
So yeah,
All right, guys,
thank you,
that's
everybody.
it. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time around.
And there you have it. Don't you feel smarter now? We'll drop more knowledge on you soon. Thanks for listening to the Off-Road Toolbox, powered by Best Price Trailers.